Recording started.
All right. So you have finished up a short rest. It is your guys' opportunity to decide what you would like to do with the rest of your day.
So we're going into this cave, right?
Yep,
That's the plan? Okay. So, is it... There's no light in there, really, right?
You cannot see past the opening of this cave.
Okay. Does it appear magical darkness, or is it just that dark?
There may be an ability check that you could do to let you know.
Okay. Anybody know anything about Arcana? I don't. You might have a better chance.
What are you asking about?
This darkness might potentially be magical, but I know nothing of magic.
I will give a look-see there. Roll Arcana.
Yep.
Alright, and I will guidance myself. That is a 23.
23 is pretty good. All right, hang on. I'm looking for a specific set of cards. A specific set of information and tools. All my cards are messed up. Dag nabbit. So a 23.
Yeah.
It is for sure magical in nature and origin. And you would even guess that it is quote unquote alive.
Cool. I will tell everyone that.
All right, guys, what do you want to do with that information?
I don't remember. Did we all meet? Well, I know I definitely met that darkness.
All three of us
nothingness or whatever.
We all met.
Oh yeah.
Does this strike me as the same thing?
It does not.
Okay.
This is This is different from that form of darkness.
Who wants to go stick your hand in it?
I mean, we can all just go up
or
there.
poke your head through it.
I mean,
well, Father Gottfried will himself. Yeah, he has no hesitation of going and dealing with whatever this may be. So while you guys have begun discussing it,
the half giant or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's hanging around.
Yeah. So yeah, he could totally do it for us. I'd happily sacrifice him over myself.
Solid plan. And he is going to be attacked for an amount of damage.
Now, did he step entirely through it, or?
Right as he began to touch it, a claw reached out from it, and with this claw comes more defined shape. But the shadow itself is still clinging on to the walls of the mouth of this cave. And he's being grappled.
Okay.
And he's been grappled, and he's now on the ground. And would you guys like a new initiative, or would you like to keep the same initiative from last time?
Let's do new initiative, new session.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me that inish.
Ooh, 19.
Fuck. I got a 4.
I got a 5.
Right. All right.
Hey, is initiative? I can't believe I'm just now asking this. Is initiative your base dex, or is it? Does it include your?
It adds your dex modifier.
Modifier.
Yep.
What about the proficiency bonus? Is that counted?
No.
Okay. Then my initiative's fine. It just hit me all of a sudden. I was like, maybe I'm rolling with a smaller modifier than I need to be. But no, okay, cool. Yeah.
All right. Alrighty. So Rogan, you see Godfried and this shadow mouth dealing with each other.
Okay. I'm gonna throw one of my not the rogue's daggers. I've got two just regular daggers. I'm just gonna throw one into the darkness. They're not magical in any way. They're just a regular dagger. But that'll just be my initial reaction, just to pull the dagger and throw it, just to see if it does anything.
All right.
15 to hit.
That does hit.
Ooh, 6 damage. That was a max roll.
Don't forget your sneak attack damage.
That's true, because I have...
He is occupied.
Yeah, okay. Which is another 4, so 10 total.
All right. And is that everything you'd like to do on your turn?
So, I mean, it seems to have taken some form of damage.
Your dagger hit a solid object that is, in fact, the shadow itself.
Okay.
You can see it kind of hanging in the opening of this cave, as if it had sunk into a piece of wood or meat.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Or some variation of it.
Shadow meat. Got it.
Okay. No, that'll be all I'm gonna do. But I am gonna yell out, I think I actually hit something.
All right. So then it is Godfried's turn, and he is going to say, so you want to wrestle. And he's going to try to re-grapple. He's going to do a contested grappling with this shadow thing. And he does win. So as he just shouts, so you want to wrestle, he puts his hands somehow into the shadow thing and yanks on it. And as he does, you can see kind of strands of this meat shadow be pulled from the edges of the mouth to reveal an actual opening into the cave. And Godfried will, as he continues pulling, he will just say, "Go on ahead. I've got this." And he will continue pulling, and eventually will pull the majority of this shadow away from the mouth of the cave.
Okay, that's his turn.
And that would be his turn and the shadow's turn. They are currently wrestling. So and we'll move on to the shadow meat's turn. As he's pulled this thing off of the mouth of the cave, it keeps what is one tendril going into the mouth, and maybe further back, but you can't see. And it is kind of phased through his arms and reappropriated itself back into the proper assortment of being a good wrestler. And then it is Vilay's turn.
All right. I'll who said just to go in.
Yeah, what
right?
he's said is he's gonna handle this shadow meat. This is one corporeal enemy that he feels fully confident in his ability to deal with, and you can kind of get a sense that there may be a time constraint, a little bit of a rush order on this one, that you need to get in and stop something because something's happening.
All right, I go in the cave.
All right. Briggermore.
Yeah. I will hop on Caitlin and me, her, and Nibs are all gonna go into the cave, and I'm also gonna cast Armor of Agathist on myself.
Nice.
Yes. And what do I see when I get in the cave?
So you've been in some caves before, and you may have even been in some magical caves. And this looks like a cave. And if you want to give me any kind of checks to look for something more specific, that is up to you. But I can.
I guess just a general perception check.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
That is pretty good perception.
Mm-hmm.
This is, as far as you can tell, your surroundings, other than that shadow thing, are non-magical. It's an ordinary cave formed in a sedimentary rock bed. If you think about it, you're probably going to find some cool stalactites and stalagmites down here.
All right. That will be my turn then.
All right.
Oh.
It is back to the top of the Inish.
Okay. Well, I will. I don't know exactly where I'm standing outside, but I'll just go ahead and run my full movement into the cave behind them. And pull out my short bow, just in preparation for anything that might happen.
Just to be on the ready.
Yep.
Sounds like a solid plan.
And because, well, can I make a perception check just to kind of get a sense of everything around me, see if I can hear anything like that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Perhaps deeper in the cave, something.
Absolutely.
10.
A 10. Like I was saying, this seems like a pretty ordinary cave opening. Further down in, you're not getting too many sounds that aren't cave sounds. Which may include dripping and eerie silence.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be all my turn then.
All right.
I'm gonna go dark for just a second. I'm gonna run and grab something. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, and as you guys make your way into this cave, you can see and kind of hear what sounds to be an audible chuckling coming from Gottfried as he's wrestling around with this shadow meat. It seems like it's been a while since something his size has wanted to actually tussle in a good fist to fist. He's enjoying himself thoroughly, but he is indeed occupied, and will possibly be joining you in the future.
Got it.
So as you make your way into this cave proper, away from the mouth, it does narrow in probably a 10 by 10 hallway, shaft as you would into this mountain. And as you thought, there is in fact stalactites and stalagmites.
So insightful.
All right. This is kind of out of initiative. There's no combat at the moment. You guys are in travel.
Okay. I think we all have dark vision, so we're just gonna keep going.
All right. Then I will need.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Excellent. Perfect timing.
Beautiful.
Because as you move forward, the forest of cave trees become more and more. They've become, I forget what they're called when stalactites and stalagmites actually kiss. But they look like a fun stretched out tree that just goes to two roots.
Okay.
But so as you've gone further into the cave, more and more of these columns of sediment now appear as though you're traveling in through trees, but you can clearly see that it's sedimentary rock. And it does become more and more narrow. I will need some dexterity checks
All right.
or athletics, depending on who's better at what.
In this case, I'm gonna get off Caitlin to do these.
Dude, that's not. Can you do that another time, please? Oh, you
No.
said get off Caitlin, not get Caitlin off. My bad.
Let's see.
Okay, so dexterity. Golly, I'm a rogue with the worst dexterity. 9.
Jeez. You get yourself into a pinch, and by that I mean you've thought that you knew a way through these kind of stalagmite trees, and you do not, and you have gotten yourself a little bit stuck. Perhaps it's the large. I'm going to go with your head still sore. You did just get kicked in the face by a horse like 2 days ago.
That's true. If this was me in real life, I would probably legitimately think I'm about to die.
I got
I
a
hate
17.
that thought.
What'd you get?
I got a 17.
All right.
Caitlin got
That
a
you are able to
13.
navigate. And Caitlin got a 13?
Yeah. And,
That's all your friends that are out, correct?
and
Oh, no, Nibs.
Nibs got a 6. Nibs is having some tough time.
Yeah, Nibs thought that Rogan knew where he was going and kind of followed after him and has gotten into the same pickle.
Bad idea, Nibs.
Yeah. Or Nibs. He'll figure it out eventually.
Maybe Nibs can give me a nice swift kick to the butt to push me through.
He'll nip you in the butt with his teeth.
Eh. I don't think that'll help.
Jason, how are you doing?
I got 19.
Hell yeah.
19?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
These new dice are my friends compared to my starter ones.
Oh yeah. These I've got some dice I'm ready to use.
Nice.
I'm kind of
So are they
All
taking
right, so
damage from hitting their heads or anything, or the people that did
no damage yet. I'm gonna wait until the escape attempts happen to roll some damage.
Okay.
So we'll start off with Rogan.
So what do I need to do here? Just
I
another
will-
dexterity check, or
Yes, please, at disadvantage.
okay. Oh, look at that! They're both 15, so 19.
Nice. That is perfect.
So that dice is done for the night. And these two.
All right, so you have gotten yourself into predicaments like this before with your roguish nature, and you know how to contort your body, and you've become comfortable with, okay, I can't turn my head for a while until I get through this part, and you've plopped out right at the feet of both Rigormore and Vile on the other side of this very narrow cluster of rock trees.
Okay.
Nibs got a 15 to get out.
That's awesome. Nibs also very cat-like in nature. Slinks their way out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he can fit through those stalactites, but then it's just the fur.
It's just like
condenses
you ever
around
see
his
like
body.
Yeah. So you ever see like a real fluffy cat get into a real narrow box, and it's like, well, you don't belong in there, but I guess you fit. Yep, that's exactly how it happens. That's the mental image I wanted to paint. So I would like some perception checks, if you would mind.
I will guidance myself for that.
God.
I
10
got a
for
7.
me.
All right. So as you guys turn around and try to begin to go facing into this cave, you are you turn around to the mouth of a cave. And you are at the precipice. It is at the top of a hill. And from this mouth of the cave and opening, you can see a labyrinth that stretches on for what seems like the entire surface of this world that you have walked into.
Wonderful. By the way, my son got a hold of my harmonica, so...
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Rock it out.
I got a 17 on my perception check. I don't know if that
Okay.
matters.
You get a sense of this is some absolute magical bullshit.
Got it.
So what are we gonna do about this labyrinth, guys? I don't know that I can do a labyrinth. I didn't come prepared for this. I didn't pack enough food or alcohol.
I mean,
I've never even done a labyrinth.
And now, is this going to be like Labyrinth and you're going to get a fun David Bowie? Or is this going to be like Pan's Labyrinth and you're going to get creepy high hand monsters?
That's a good question.
with my like 17, do I see like a way through, or am I just like staring at the entrance of the labyrinth?
So, like I said, you're up on this hill, but the path down, the kind of cave mouth, directs you into the opening of this labyrinth. And it just, all from where you're standing to the edge of the horizon in every direction is labyrinth, even behind you. The old tree wall that was there has just become another wall in this labyrinth.
So we're in the thick of it now.
Yeah.
Yep.
No escape.
I guess we'll just keep trying to go forward as best we can.
So, how would but with the two of you, Vile, Rigormore, how would you go about taking on a labyrinth? Are we gonna do like only take left turns, only take right turns, some kind of something like that, or?
Who's got the best survival?
I don't think I do.
I am moderately skilled with survival. I am proficient with it.
That's more than me. So we'll just, whatever you say, we'll go with what you think.
Oh, okay. That's exciting for me. What am I looking for here? Okay, so I say, let's just start walking. Keep an eye out for anything, because labyrinths are like that. I think we'll just go straight until we're unable to go straight anymore, and then we'll decide from there.
All right. Tell us what happens, Bill.
Yeah, what we gotta do, boss man? Or what's going on?
Bill, if you're talking, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. I must have accidentally muted my mic. My B.
It's all good.
All right. So I'll restate what I had previously stated. It looks like from your perspective, this maze has been plopped down onto whatever landscape is around it. So the hills and the mountains are there. You would happen to come out at on top of a little bit of a hill. So if you roll me some survival, and if you guys want to collaborate, stop, collaborate, and listen, I think we can get through this together.
Yeah.
Does that mean if they decide to help, does that mean I can roll with advantage on my?
Whoever's got the highest bonus, right? So you'll be essentially like the team lead on getting through this. but they can have supporting roles in that. You know, whatever you guys can make an argument to add some assistance roles if something turns out bad because somebody's got crappy dice.
Yeah, my best way I think I can help here is not sure if this will work with the magic, but I'll have like Nibs and Caitlin like be marking the path as we go, so we know where we've been.
Okay.
All right, and do you want to do that in some kind of arcane nature or like in an actual physical way?
Physical, because I don't have an arcane way of doing that.
You don't have a magic marker?
Yep.
They have scent that they could track, presumably. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they might be able to lead you to piles of meat or something.
That too.
You also,
it's more just so we don't know which way we've been. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
Right. So you're gonna do that. Okay. And if I'm in the lead, or if I'm directing and deciding where we're gonna go.
So what I'll figure that out is you're kind of rolling to figure out what path forward.
Okay.
Rigormore, I'll have you doing kind of a perception to make sure that you have not already been there. Vile, what would you like to do as your role in this fun maze crawl?
Sorry, all of a sudden family showed up and.
Hey, what's up, family?
Over here.
Do you have enough Corona?
There's never enough Corona or Modelo's here. All right, so I kind of heard a little. Can you give me a quick rundown?
You're in essentially a maze that covers the entire surface of whatever planet you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Rogan is in charge of picking the direction forward. Rigormore is taking care to make sure you guys have not been where you're going already. And we're just trying to see what you can add to this fun maze walk. So try to see like what skills I want to hear an argument for using some of your skills to benefit getting through this maze. So if you got, say you've got a high acrobatics, hey, maybe I can find places to jump around and see if I can get up and look high or whatever, That's just an example of an argument. I'll listen and adjudicate where that goes.
Best I got is stealth and sleight of hand. So I'm not much of help on this. My acrobatics are 4.
How's your perception?
Perception is +2.
Okay. You want to keep an eye out for like things like traps or potential anything, I guess. Traps, hidden things, etc.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, here I've got this bag of ball bearings. You can just like be throwing these ahead of us, trying to trip any traps.
Trick any trips. Trap any trips.
Quick thing.
Alrighty, guys.
On this, on where it says senses, my perception on that one says it's 12.
That's
Which
your
one
passive,
do I look at?
which means you
Yeah.
have +2 to perception.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just saw that. Never mind.
All right, guys. I'm so excited for you to be in the thick of it.
So
have you guys? I would like to hear how you guys are thinking about this. Tell me what you're feeling in your player hearts.
nervous about a labyrinth in general, but if we've worked it out like this, maybe we can figure it out. I'm gonna try and sketch out the labyrinth path that we're making as we go. So I think we can do it.
Excited and scared because I've never done anything like this. No labyrinth.
And see, it's fun too because it's a magical labyrinth. So I just can throw things at you.
Yeah.
I just don't want tight pants David Bowie coming after me.
You don't want to see that bulge?
Gonna get you, man.
Man,
It's gonna suck you in.
You don't want to see the feather-haired bulge coming for you?
I'd rather see the 2 eyes, like Pan's Labyrinth with the hands. coming after me.
I mean, with the David Bowie bulge, you at least got one eye coming after you.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's like an anaconda there. That motherfucker try to, wrap me around and
Choke you out.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, there is one path that you can take. There have not been any offshoots as of yet.
All right. Let's begin our march, I guess.
All right. So when you guys get about, I'm going to say, half a mile down this walled-in corridor, walls about 15, 20 feet high. Solid gray stone. The grass, however, lush green grass, very well manicured. It seems, but it doesn't seem like it mowed. It seems like the grass knows how to grow. And it grows to a certain height, and then it says, hey, I'm an adult now. I don't need to grow anymore.
The best
And
grass.
yeah, it's the preferred type of grass. So, you guys reach a fork in the road, and by a fork I mean a T. It's not a good fork. You can't really eat much with it. But there's only two directions to go:
Okay.
left or right.
So am I rolling a survival check? Are we?
Yes, this will be based off of survival.
Okay. So my survival skills tell me 12.
All right. You get a bad vibe about the rightmost direction.
Okay.
You don't know what about it. Maybe its character, its attitude, the way it presents itself, but you don't like it.
I don't like the look of that right corridor. I think we should go this way.
Sounds good.
Come on, let's move it.
And also, like, I don't know if I've explained this, but it is like you are in an open aired maze. The
Right.
sky is available. There is light.
Oh. Well, you know what? If that just kind of strikes me, I'm just gonna stop for a second and try and climb the wall and see if I can get up on top and look around.
All right.
Perception check help on anything?
No.
What are you gonna make me do here?
That I think would be, if you guys want to help in any way. This is up to you. This is a problem-solving mission for you guys.
Yeah, one of you guys come give me a boost. I'm gonna try and climb up on top of the wall real quick.
Caitlin
Use
will
my
come
shoulders.
over and you can climb up her.
Oh,
There you go. I'll do that.
What are you doing? Tommy was breaking up a little bit there.
Caitlin's gonna hop over to the wall and let him climb up her and then up the wall.
And Caitlin is the.
XP.
That's right. I gotta get a tape. I gotta get an index card so I can put all your pet names on there.
Yeah.
All right. So I will say this. You can roll me an athletics check or an acrobatics, whichever one is higher, and then also add Caitlin's dex modifier to that.
Good, because I'm gonna need some help with it. Because I rolled a 7.
Caitlin's only got a 1 dex modifier, so that's.
So an 8.
All right. Ah, crap. Hang on. This isn't anything. I wrote my notes backwards and I have to fix it. So it'd be an 8.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
All right. That's not good. But you also have to remember, how large is an axe beak, if you don't mind me asking?
They are large beasts. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's about the size of an average adult person, so that's about 6 foot. And you are a dwarf, if I'm remembering rightly.
Correct.
Dwarves are not that big, and this wall is pretty big. You might need some more assistance. Perhaps you could reach a smaller friend up on top.
I'll look at Vila and I'll go. I'll just go. Hey, you come climb this. I can't do it.
All right, give it a shot.
All right, same principle stands. Roll athletics or acrobatics, whichever one's higher, and add Caitlin's dexterity modifier to it.
What was it? Athletics? What was the other one?
Or acrobatics, whichever one is higher. Roll that one, add that modifier, and then also add Caitlin's, which I think is just a 1.
All right. So I got 15.
Nice. You are
With
able
it.
to get a peek up and see what's going on. And I would like to know exactly what you're looking for.
Anything dangerous or any other way any way we can see that would lead us to where we need to go.
All right.
Traps.
Right. You do agree that the path that you have taken or decided to take to the left. When you get up high and look over to the right, you see a set of floor traps. That would be cleverly disguised if they were not viewed from above, but if they were actually interacted with on ground level. I'm assuming you relay that information, and looking ahead, you can see way off in the distance there's another solid wall. And along the way, you can see that there are some branches going off of this trail that you're on.
All right. And then relay the message to the guys.
But other than that, the trip looks safe and sound.
All right, let's keep going then.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. If that's the case, let's keep moving.
All right.
Until I guess the next little intersection or whatever.
All right. So you get to about a quarter mile of travel. There is a path going off to the right, and then there's the path that you're on continuing straight.
Okay. Let's see how we do. I'm done with this dice too. So that's a 7.
All right. Again, your vibe says that that rightward path is no good.
All right, guys. I think we just need to keep going straight here. I'm not sure I like the look of that route.
All right, let's do it then.
All right. So as you're beginning to go this route, you see a kind of increasing amount of the grass around here has stopped learning how to grow. And it has become a little bit more difficult to traverse. The leaves of the grass blades have kind of gotten about waist high. Someone's really let this section of the maze go. You know, if there was an HOA for mazes, this chunk of maze would be getting cited all the time.
This grass is starting to tickle my nose.
Okay.
Bless you. Just keep going.
Yeah, let's keep pushing forward.
All right. All right, one moment. I'm just reading up on some fun stuff.
Yay.
All right. Um. So as you continue down this path, rather than more and more grass, it's starting to become, again, large trees, kind of interrupting the walkway you've been traveling down. It's about a 15, 20-foot wide area, and then it's also the walls are about the same height. So as you continue to go, these trees have just started kind of coming up along this path, making it a little bit harder and harder to get through. Eventually, you get to a clearing and you see what would be a rose of Sharon bush. No blossoms or anything, but slender base and tall, pointed, bushy shape. And I would like some perception checks from y'all.
12.
17.
All right. There is for sure a shape in that tall bush that looks like a human shape.
I got a 10.
All right. Cool.
All right.
So it looks like a human.
There is what appears to
Humanoid?
be, yeah. It would be real easy to use the ability to see human shapes in nature with this bush.
I will have Caitlin go over and investigate.
All right, investigate away.
Investigation is intelligence. Caitlin's really bad at intelligence rolls. It's an 11 to investigate.
Squawk, squawk. It's a bush.
Okay.
This may take some more investigating on an actual eyeball level.
All right.
She can report and does get she's skittish about it, but not in a way that it's more of a this is not something I would eat. And if you asked me, I'd probably say, hey, don't take a bite out of this.
Okay.
This isn't crime. Don't take a bite out of it.
Yeah, then I will go up and just like, hey, what? Hello? Anyone there?
You hear a gruff voice answer from the back of this bush. Oh. What? What? What?
What are you doing?
Hello, dude. Wake up.
And
Sorry,
you can see this form of this bush twist and reveal a humanoid face in what would be the interweavings of the fronds of this bush.
Are these bushes made of that gemstone, or are these like real bushes?
They're not funky crystal bushes, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. Okay.
No, this is a bush that has somehow woven its way into the shape of a human face and is currently talking to you. And I have a quick question. Could we take a quick break?
Yeah.
Because I got some stuff.
Recording going.
Nice. All right. So this shrub person has begun interacting with you. What would you like to do with it?
Just be like, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Well, this is where I live.
All right. Do you know the way out of this maze? We're just trying to get through it.
What maze?
Well, this whole big labyrinth is a kind of a maze.
Man, I've been here my whole life. There's no maze. It's just
Where
these
where
bushes.
All right. And just does it look like it keeps going, Bill?
It looks there's a cut like if so he'll turn and he'll say, "Look, you can even ask my dad." And he'll turn around and say, "Dad, senior, is this a maze?" And then another bush will turn, and then an older, "Oh, no, this ain't no maze. Damn clearing. Just some woods." Here, wait. Let me ask my brother Jeb. Jeb, is this a maze? See, I told you. And Jeb comes back and says, "No, no maze." And he'll come back and say, see, look, it's just a clearing with some bushes in it. There's nothing here.
But does it look like it keeps going?
Yeah, it does.
All right. I'll just be like, all right. We're just gonna keep going then. We won't bother you.
Yeah, I don't think we should bother with these guys. They seem like idiots.
Don't be mean.
Well, hey, man, that's just rude. How you know I'm an idiot? What if I? Well, that's just not even fair, man. What? Just because I'm a bush, I don't have the worldly experience of you legged folk?
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe that was a little mean. Either way, let's keep going. I think.
Oh no, wait! You can't just hang. You can't hang out for a little bit. We don't get much company. I'm not gonna be honest. I'm tired I'm tired of just hanging out with my dad and my brother.
Well, we're sorry, but we gotta keep going here. Got important stuff to do.
Well, all right. If you do gotta go, keep going. Well, I guess, but just be nice to have some company. Stay around for a while.
Yeah.
Who was the last person that was here?
Oh, he's right over there. He stopped talking after a while, but he's right over there, and in the way that a bush can describe a direction, he will do so towards a pile of bones, vastly entrenched in roots.
Just okay.
What were these guys' names again? We just heard Jeb, right?
Yeah, that's the brother. You haven't asked for the son or the father's names.
Are they George? Are these
They
George
are.
and Jeb Bushes?
They're George Senior and Jeb.
The Bushes. That's fantastic.
God damn it, Bill.
It wasn't until I wrote out talking bushes that it struck me, but that's awesome.
Rigormore's just gonna keep going.
Yeah, I'd rather not turn out like that pile of bones over there myself, so I say we keep moving. Thanks for not being helpful, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, we tried.
Well, you just seem to have a very limited view of the place, and we need something a little more broad.
Well, you continue on your way, I guess, however you see fit.
I think we'll do that.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Bushes, for the information.
Okay, yeah. So I guess we can keep going. Is it just continuing straight, or are there options here?
Yeah, it just does continue straight, and as you go, you pass the senior bush, and he's just mumbling.
Oh,
I tell you, nutrients, they go down from the leaves all the way down to the roots. Just keep going down. He's clearly just babbling on. So as you passed him, you enter another clearing where this is more a humanoid shaped piece of foliage. When you go into this next clearing, there's a small pond, and at the center of this pond is a figure floating with green legs, torso covered in what would be a normal garden hedge, continuing up into what would be hair, but this thing appears to be a mostly plant person.
just gonna walk around him.
They will say, "Halt! You have entered my grove. Explain yourselves."
Oh, we're just trying to get through here, get to the end of just keep going. We're not trying to cause any trouble.
Are you going to continue what the others have done?
No.
Will you
I mean,
trample
that
my
depends on
children
what the others have done.
continuously?
No.
You are
Like, you wanna
currently
off the
trampling my children.
Well, wouldn't say I'm like trampling. I'm not just stepping up and down and gently walking.
Those are you're just gently walking on my babies.
Yeah, I don't have a means to not have to touch the ground when I move.
Even
So-
if I turn around, I'll still be stepping on my. I'm just gonna try to keep going to cause the least amount of pain possible. Sorry if I'm injuring them.
Is there a path somewhere that is not covered with your children that we could take?
The path forward, where you do not trample on my children, is when you become their food.
You don't want to do that.
So we're gonna die in here because the grass is gonna eat us.
Mom, I don't want you stepping on her grass babies. This is combat, so we will continue in the initiative order. Starting with the angry green lady. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking up a spell quick. All right. I would like a strength check, please and thank you.
From
Everybody.
you, son of a bitch.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it for me like this. Roll that one for me.
Fucking nibs.
Yeah. I got a 10. How's it going, buddy?
Okay, Caitlin.
I got an 8.
All right.
I got a natural 20 for an 18, and Nibs and Caitlin both rolled that once.
Sweet. Excuse me.
I've got a fucking -2 strength.
I kind
All right.
of get the feeling I'm gonna succumb to the grass here.
So, Rigormore, Vile, Nibs, and Catherine. And Rigormore, but they are the grass that has been waist high for an average heighted normal human person, not for whatever these mythical characters you have been playing. Whatever their height be, adjust that for what would be a 6'1" average fella, such as myself. So this waist-high grass has now begun to ensnare itself in and around your legs. It's been begun trying to find purchases and any kind of loops or hooks to get further and further entrenched into your being. This grass is, it seems like it's trying to pull you down to the ground.
Wait.
And that's exactly what it's doing. Rigormore, there is something that whenever this grass finds a place to kind of get a hold of, it immediately recoils itself and looks for a better place.
Okay.
So that's where you guys are at.
So is it pretty much everyone but me is like restrained?
Yep.
Okay, just want to clarify, Bill.
Yes. Sorry. Everyone except you is currently being restrained and pulled to the ground.
Awesome.
Okay. So
Up next, it would be if we're going in proper initiative, because that was the bad guy's turn. We will go to Vile.
The grass.
Yes, we're caught in the grass.
Yes.
You like kind of just like slide off, or like are they fucking like
No,
dying
they're
grip you?
these grass fronds are with sentience attaching themselves to you and actively pulling you to the ground.
Okay. So.
If you would like to get away from the grass, it would be a strength save.
All right, I'm gonna try that. See if I can. Let's see. I rolled a 17, not including plus the strength.
You said 17?
Yeah.
All right, and then plus your strength?
Plus the strength would make it 25.
Nice. You are able to, with some ease, kind of just, it's grass. You push yourself off of and stand up from it. So now it is just you and Rigormore still standing. And I believe that is your action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, no, that's your full action on this one. So, you have a bonus action you'd like to use? You may. Or you want to talk some shit? Go ahead.
I don't want to talk bad yet. Maybe there's a way out without talking
All right.
bad.
Alrighty. So then it is Rigormore's turn.
All right. Nibs is gonna try to break out by himself. With
All right.
12.
Okay. Nibs is continuing to be pulled to the ground.
God damn it. Caitlin is going to try to use her beak to break out and like attacking this grass.
All right.
So an attack roll of a 12.
I don't have an AC for grass, but this is magical grass, so it does not break free.
Bullshit.
The spell save is much higher than that.
Okay. Well, I am going to hop on Caitlin's back, just so this grass can't get at me anymore, at least. And then can this guy that's in this water give me a Constitution saving throw?
Can the person in the water give you a con save?
Yeah.
Sure can. How does a 15 sound?
15 beats me. Motherfucker.
All right.
that's gonna be it for me.
All right, guys. We are back to the top of the proper initiative, which would be Rogan.
Okay. Can are I'm being restrained. Are my hands bound technically, or can I pull my rapier out?
Your action would be to remove
dash.
yourself from being restrained to go and reach for a weapon.
Okay. Okay.
Your main action would be getting out of this grass.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll just do my strength check to see if I can get out.
All right.
All right. Here.
I can spin.
Drop it. No, you got to drop it for me. Okay.
Spin.
11.
It gets a tighter grip upon you and kind of shores itself up. You've, been brought to your knees at this point because these things were already up to your shoulders.
All right. Am I able to move my head around at all just to kind of look around?
The grass at this point has become you can move it a little bit, maybe a quarter turn in each direction.
Enough to see that they have gotten out.
Yeah, you'd be able to tell that both
Okay.
Vile and Rigormore are safe.
Okay, so I'm gonna
the time being.
holler out. I'm gonna holler out. I'm just gonna be like, guys, I'm struggling over here. A little help, please. And then I guess that'll be my turn. I assume.
Yeah, that would be your bet. All right, and then I'm doing some things. All right. Vile, I would like a wisdom saving throw from you.
Scared now. Oh God, I rolled a 2.
All right. So this creature looks at you right in your sweet, sweet eyeballs. And you've made this connection with this creature. Clearly, you guys have been friends. You've known each other forever. You just didn't recognize it at first.
Jason.
I mean, this is your best friend. Like, you would do anything for them if they asked.
Jason, roll another d20 because you have advantage on the saving throws against being charmed.
I got a 9 the second time.
A 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this thing is your best friend. And it reaches its hands up and says, "Old friend, please defend me and my children." And it sinks into the lake and then springs from the trees and the bushes from where you guys were at. It looks like it sunk into the pond and then just walked out of a doorway made out of a tree and stands behind the party.
Am I seeing Twilight like going against?
That's
the
your
other guy?
best friend. So what your best friend just said, "Please help me defend my children and me from these attackers." And your best friend would never lie to you. Clearly, these people you've been traveling with have been on the wrong side of the whole thing this whole time.
But they've been kind of my friends.
No, they've been lying to you this whole time. Would I come into your home and do the things that you're doing to my home? No. Why would you travel with these scoundrels? Help me get them out and help me feed my children and defend my children.
Your children were trying to beat you earlier.
No, they just wanted a hug from their uncle.
That was a pretty grateful hug there.
They missed you so much.
So is my character being corrupted?
You are charmed.
Yeah,
Basically
so
on
pretty
your-
much your instinct is to protect this creature. Like your instinct is that this thing would never lie to you. It only wants the best for the both of you. And it wants you to protect it.
So basically, on your turn, you're gonna attack one of us instead of attacking it. Jason, drop out of the call and rejoin. You're coming in really quiet. That is not better. Make sure your headphones are plugged in all the way.
It's literally right next to me too.
All right, that's better.
There you go.
All right.
Test,
Gotta
test.
move it
Yeah, I can hear
closer.
you now. Awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But yeah, so you are magically charmed. This thing is your best friend ever. And it has moved from the center of its pond and has exited a tree, and it is still kind of hovering above what would be ground, kind of the grass kind of parts, and allows this creature to move between it. And that's its turn. And up next is Vile. It is your turn. Defend
so
your
like-
best friend.
Like my guy's charmed. Now technically I'm going backwards, right?
What do you mean you're going backwards?
Now instead of going against the whatever the creature was, now I'm going against.
Yeah, you are fighting for this creature now.
All right.
Your traveling companions are your enemies, and they always have been.
Let's see. I'm scared, dude. All right, I'm gonna. Feel bad for Tom or Josh. I'm gonna go near Josh
All right.
and defend my best friend, I guess.
All righty.
So would I roll for attack or? I don't-
Yeah, it would be a
is
straight up. You are attacking Josh.
And roll with advantage because he's restrained.
You mean Rogan?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad, my bad.
Sorry, Rogan.
Yeah, I'm still bound up by the grass, so
Sorry, Josh. Bill made me do it. All right, so let's see. I rolled. Wait, this is different though, huh? For some reason, I have Pokemon D&D stuck in my head. So now I'm rolling the attack on it, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So 2d20s. Take the higher
Alright.
number.
So one was 8, and one was 8 is the highest number out of the two.
That's gonna miss.
Oh, 8. 8 was your high attack. Nice. You did not hit me.
The dice are on your side. All right.
Oh.
Is there anything else you would like to do to help protect your best friend, Vile?
I'm going completely brainwashed. Then I would use the second attack.
Yes, he would. Also at also at advantage because he's still restrained.
All right. So on this one is the D20.
Yep. Roll that twice. Take the higher number.
Higher number is 15.
That will hit. Probably. I don't know Billy's. I don't know Rogan's AC. Josh, what's your AC?
13. Sorry.
All right. Roll
All right, so
damage.
roll that damage.
Alright. 1d4. I got the 4 plus 4.
It's just straight
What is
up
that?
4 because it's your second attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
5 plus 4.
Alright, so 4 damage. I was unfortunately not all the way at full health after our short rest, but almost.
All right. Then we'll go to Rigormore.
Yeah. Nibs is gonna try to get out. He does not. Caitlin
All right.
tries to get out. She does not. Motherfuckers.
All right.
I swear. These things have way better fucking strength scores than I do, and they can't fucking. How far away is this damn thing?
It is close. It has used its movement to get real close.
Cool.
And as
I'm
it's
gonna-
doing so, it is summoning a root of some kind to its hand.
Lovely. I'm gonna go over to it, and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna use Primal Savagery.
All right.
Not with a fucking nat 1.
Not good. I thought the dice were on your guys' sides.
They were earlier. So it's a big old miss. Bonus action. I'm gonna summon my tentacle on the other side of this thing and have my tentacle attack it.
All right.
That's a 19 plus.
That does hit.
Finally, some goddamn damage. That'll only be 1 point of damage, though.
Hey, man, that's still pretty sweet.
Yeah. And if I still have some movement left, I want to try to move away.
Just in general?
Just move away from him, yeah, a little bit.
All right. It is difficult terrain, so you have half of your movement.
Okay, that's fine. I still.
Yeah, just as far away as you can get.
Yep.
Cool beans.
Not gonna.
And is
try
that
to
your turn?
attack me?
Oh yeah, it does have an opportunity attack. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I really appreciate your honesty. All right. It is indeed going to try to give you a whack. Does a 13 hit you?
It does.
All right. Cool beans. That is 6 points of damage, and it just the root that it had been summoning forms in its hand. As you go to back away, it reaches out and whaps you with it.
Awesome. It's gonna take 10 points of cold damage from my Armor of Amethyst.
I fucking
And
dig
then
it. You said 10?
Yeah. And then I also
Nice.
want to make a dexterity save as I'm using Hellish Rebuke.
Sweet. Oh, you want me to give you a dex save? My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Fucker beats it, but he still takes half damage. So half of 25 is going to be 13 fire damage.
Very nice.
I like this motherfucker.
Do you want to paint a special picture for this one?
Yeah, I'm just kind of laughing as it's going up in flames.
All right. So as you do so, it's going up in flames, and the rest of this, what it had called its grove, they all kind of begin turning to ash. It's not like the dust you've seen before, but all of this grove, all living plant matter, in this vicinity has turned to a deep, soft ash. The pond where it had been at the initial thing is almost immediately turned into this gray, oily, brackish water. Clearly unsafe for any living material.
Awesome.
So, there you go, guys. The road ahead is clear.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Uh,
simple,
Party,
man.
like,
Why didn't we
y'all are
just burn them
fucking
in the first
welcome.
place? Yeah.
Hey, Tommy saved me.
Saved all your asses.
I think we should just burn everything from this point forward until we get out of here. That seems like the simple plan.
I agree. So then I don't hurt anybody else.
Oh yeah, and you have also Dross or not Dross. Vile has also become uncharmed with the death of this creature. You are no longer magically its best friend.
Good thing you're terrible aim, or you could have hurt me. Dick.
And then, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know. I think I have a potion left, but I don't know if it's the experimental one.
All right, and I know you have a hard out. Are you still good? I forget. You said like an hour 15.
Uh,
And that was from 6 on my time.
yeah. I mean, I still got 20, 30 minutes
Okay.
left.
So
in
if
me.
you could,
So, yeah.
I'll give you an update on the environment. You guys started this cave dwelling at about 4 p.m. outside cave time. From what you can gather, it's about 4 p.m. inside cave time. It's beginning to. The sun is beginning to set. You have a path ahead of you, the same direction you'd been traveling, and you have a path behind you, the place you'd come from.
Well, I said let's just keep going. There's something that was protecting this. Obviously they're protecting something. So now let's just keep going.
Well, that's
Do you
great.
want to do a survival, or do you want to do a check to make sure?
Yeah, you guys want to scan the surroundings or anything before we head on?
I mean, I guess I can do a perception check.
Just do check.
That's a 15 on perception.
All right.
I don't think they were rolling anything, but
And then Rogan, you would do survival.
Okay. Good lord. None of these dice are working for me tonight. That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Yep.
Oof. All right. You are confident the direction you're going is completely correct. Rigormore, you think you should have made that turn back there.
Okay. Was that a
So
left?
this is an argument now between two players.
Was that a left or right?
That would have.
it was a right we missed.
Okay.
Well, my instincts are saying we should go back and take that right there.
Why? I'm pretty certain this is the right way. That last direction just seemed off. I didn't like it. And I feel
Yeah.
confident in my gut.
Well, we followed your gut and we almost died, so let's follow my gut this time.
Did we really almost die though? I mean, you took care of it pretty well.
Yeah, but I had to use my spell slot. Don't have any more of those.
Wow.
Wasn't there traps on the other side that I saw?
That would have been from the original path, the original
Okay,
turn
this
you
is the
made.
other one. Okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
I mean, you can keep going back that way. There's nobody that said that was wrong. There was just traps.
But anyway, I can
I have-
do a check.
I have no reason to not doubt you other than my own ego. So think I think if you want to turn back, we'll turn back and try that other direction.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Okay, so we'll turn around and head back the other direction instead.
All right.
Yep.
That is awesome news. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Perfectly.
Nice. I just wanted to double check. All right. So yeah, you guys go and make it back to that turn. As you exit this, what has been this grove, you pass the dying bushes. One of them already completely dead. The other two are looking old and withering. And you can either communicate with them and say bye, or you can, do you want to say goodbye to the bushes?
No.
As we pass, I'm gonna go. Well, we kind of killed you. Sorry. See you later. Not. I mean, we won't see you later, but bye.
Just walk. Just walk. So yeah, we go back.
All right.
Take that right.
Now it's a left.
That's a left. Like only a left.
Yes. Now, well, it's you changed perspective.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a left
yeah.
now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we take that left.
All right. And about, I'm gonna say, a half a mile away, you can see that this thing changes direction up on you. Or it has a solid wall. Again, meeting in a T'd fork.
Okay. It's okay with your survival here, Rogan. I will guidance you, so add a D4 to that roll.
Well, if you're advising me on this, then I think I feel even more confident than normal. So, you said I add what to it?
A D4.
D4. Okay. So there's the D4. I gotta find a dice that I think is gonna actually roll for me. Let's try this one. 10, 12, 15.
Perfect. Left is the correct decision. Again, right side, bad times.
Left is best.
All right, let's go left then. Vile,
Okay, now it is
on
fully nighttime.
upcoming anything that you happen to see? Is there anything we should expect, or is it still all clear?
You want to check for traps?
Somebody just trap check.
Trap check.
Trap check.
Trap check. I will give you.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, add your sleight of hand bonus to that perception check instead of your actual normal perspective. Perception. Jeez.
All right, so on that, I got a 13.
Nice. So very clearly, up ahead is an open pit.
Just a big
Cool.
pit.
Yep. Just a big old pit.
All right. All right, guys. I see a big pit ahead of us.
Well, let's jump across it then, I guess. I'm gonna get on Caitlin and have her run me across, run and jump across because I strike this shit.
Okay. Yes. So, how big is this pit exactly? Do you think?
Do I think? I know it is a
Belay.
10-foot pit.
Well, that
Or
works.
who are you talking to? You're not asking
Sorry,
me.
I was asking Vile, but that works as well.
Okay. So it is a 10-foot long pit. Do you guys want to investigate it further?
I'll investigate it.
Do we want to just randomly approach an open pit in the middle of this weird place?
I want
I
something
mean-
popping down and taking me down.
If we can avoid it, I feel like that would be ideal.
The LA said he's going to investigate it, so.
All right, well, then you, I guess, suit yourself. Go for it. Hope you don't die.
Investigate.
All right.
It's a D20 plus your investigation.
Hmm?
Roll a D20.
All right.
And then add whatever your
Fine.
investigation modifier would be.
Oh, so that would be 8 on that one. I'm rolling like crap now.
So you said an 11?
8 total. That was
Okay.
the wrong thing.
Hang on one moment. Looking up some stats.
Oh, joy.
You said an 11.
8.
All right. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not
This you go and look into this pit, and it has a bunch of spikes. There are a bunch of spikes at the bottom of this pit. They look real tall and pointy.
All right, so just like a normal trap with spikes, kind of.
Yes. If anybody else would like to do an investigation, I would for sure pay attention to that.
Yeah, I think me and Caitlin are just going to try to jump across it.
I will, and I'm gonna at least make a note to pay some attention to the ceiling as well. Or there's not a ceiling. This is open air. Never mind.
Yeah. So do you want like the walls, floor, anything?
Yeah, I guess the walls on either side of the pit would be the next thing to look out for. I mean, my first thought was a big open pit with spikes, and it means people are getting dropped into it, but obviously that's not the case. So maybe getting pushed in or stopped from climbing over. Yeah, I'll check the walls.
All right. There's a few of these kind of wall-based stalagmites coming out. Roll me some dice.
I got a
Just
flat
describe an area. Flat 8
18.
and 18. All right. So these stalagmites have kind of continued to, as you've made it up this path, again, the stalagmites have kind of come back, but now instead of coming from the roof, they're coming straight out of the walls and then seeping down. And there is one that looks out of place. And I would like this answer real quick. Rigormore, are you jumping like right away?
Yeah, no, I said me and Caitlin are going to jump. I'm going to try to jump all the way
Cool,
across.
cool. All right. Then I need some information from you.
We rolled a 17 for jumping.
17 to jump.
17 to jump.
You have made it clear across.
Yeah.
And I would like a dex save from you.
Dex save from me.
And Caitlin.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I got an 8. And Caitlin got a 6.
As soon as you've leapt over this trap, clearly this gap, you had all the confidence in the world. The floor immediately after this opening opens into a slide, and you fall into yet another pit.
Whee!
And a second pit. Who'd have thunk?
Secret second pit.
Is this pit also full of spikes?
Nobody would suspect it. Who would put a pit inside a pit? It's insane.
So both you and Caitlin take 30 points of damage.
30?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Jesus, dude. Caitlin is no more.
Bill.
Yeah, so after you have slid in and your weight has left this and you've fallen further into the spike trap, with what little light remained, you can still see pointed spikes coming to greet your face. And the door of which you slid through closes back above you.
Fucker. Alright. It closes or it is closing?
It like after you, as soon as your weight left, after yours and Caitlin's weight left the door, it slams back up.
Okay, so I'm just in a pit, not a darkness with spikes
Yeah.
around me.
With you've been stabbed. I'm sure 30 points of damage doesn't feel great to you.
Nope.
However, mortally, maybe not mortally wounded, but you have taken a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
And we return to the scene upstairs. Your cohort has leapt across this, found another trapdoor, and fallen through it.
Okay. So I rolled investigation to check out the
Yes,
wall.
and you did find that funky stalagmite.
Right.
Or type.
Do I need to further investigate it to, like, is it something I can operate? Is it just
If
something
you-
I move out of the way?
So when you go and touch it, you can feel that it has some give. It's not a solid stalag.
Okay.
A stalag. We'll just call them stalags.
Okay, so in that case, I guess I will continue to give it a little push.
So when you give it a push, the floor drops. When you give it, that's all. I'm just gonna tell you right there.
It drops like from below my feet.
No, like the door where Rigormore had and Caitlin had leapt across to, that slaps to the ground. But as soon as you release the pressure, it snaps back up to the floor and looks as though there's no real area. But it does still seem like there's a little bit more play in it.
Okay.
So if you were to, I'm going to say if you were to pull it, maybe something else would
I
happen.
was gonna say, yeah, if pushing it dry, yeah, I'll just grab a hold and I'll give it a good pull.
So once you give it that pull, you can hear a solid kerchunk, and you have a sense it's coming from the direction of whatever that door thing is. But are you going to leave it pulled out, or are you going to push it back in?
So like the door that Rigormore fell in didn't open or anything.
No. So once it snapped back up, and then you pulled on the lever, you could hear it go kerchunk, and it didn't move. It looks like it's still a solid piece of floor, as a good trap does.
Man, did that I'm wondering if that unlocked it or if that locked it. I have no idea.
But you still have it pulled out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna leave it like that for a minute, and we'll move forward from here. I'll try and figure something out, or figure this out as I go.
Did the spikes disappear? For me?
No, the spikes are still present.
Spikes okay.
So nothing appears to have changed. It's
No.
just sound that came from the trapdoor. Okay. Can I look around and see if there's anything else around here that might be similar that I may have missed in my first?
Absolutely. Do all the checks you would like to.
Well, an 8's not going to do it, I'm sure.
It will not. You do not find anything new or interesting other than the current setup you have going on.
Vilay's here with me, right? He didn't.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think? Any ideas? What should we do? We need to get him out of that trap. I don't know how to get the door open other than risking falling in ourselves.
Yeah. Do you want me to do another check just to see if mine's better?
This might be more of a search and rescue mission / puzzle.
Like finding another way in
Or
situation.
I'm above table trying to manage how to get him out and across the first pit. Because he's fallen into the second pit, right? And the door is shut upon him.
Right.
So unless he can unless he can teleport or something, he can't really escape.
Right. And we need to figure out how to get the door open.
You both need to figure out how to both get across and open the door at the same time.
Right.
There's stalactites on the walls. Can you guys climb across those?
Well, I'm going to leave that one pulled in the outward position because that was different from what it was originally in. And I'm gonna start. Didn't he give you a bag of ball bearings?
Yeah.
Throw one of those across. I don't know what kind of weight we're dealing with, but we can start with that.
All right, so then grab one out of the bag and just roll it.
You'll have to throw it across.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So then I grab one and chuck it. Trying to hit.
All right. Yeah. So as it lands on the floor, it continues its momentum and rolls across to no movement coming from this funky door.
Okay, so it's got to have more weight to it than that. Then.
If only there was a goblin arm somewhere. Maybe that would be enough weight.
Do you have the bag of holding?
I do.
Don't we have a bag of holding? Oh, you do. Oh, that's not so helpful. Do you have anything else heavier that you want to just like throw over? You know what? I'll just pull out my rapier and I'm gonna chunk it across and see if that'll be heavy enough.
All right, so you chuck it across?
Yeah.
I'm confident in your ability to throw stuff. So I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Okay.
But you do chuck it across and it clatters across. And again, there's no movement.
Okay, so either this is all too light or we've disabled the trap.
Still a full bag. Completely.
I'm lighter than you, but I would almost be guaranteed to set the trap off. I'd be heavy enough to set the trap off. So I guess I'm gonna cross my fingers and make the jump next myself.
Alright.
You want to make the jump or do you want to climb across on some stalagmites that have begun growing out of this wall? I will say they do look wet.
Do they require? Oh, if they look wet. Would it be in acrobatics or in athletics? Or would they? Either way, the jumping or climbing, or would it be either one?
So I'd say climbing across would be acrobatics. Jumping across would be athletics.
Okay. I'm worried that I'll be at a disadvantage or something because of this wet rocks, but I'm a little better with acrobatics.
It's not that you'll be at disadvantage. They just have a little bit of a higher DC.
So okay, well I will attempt to climb across. I am slightly better skilled with that.
All right.
6. God, I'm rolling so bad tonight.
All right.
Goodbye, D20.
All right. You have begun to slip. What is a good? Give me a deck save.
Okay. Dex saving throw +4, 11.
That is enough to. That isn't just enough. Like that is the save.
Nice.
You reclaim your grip ever closer to the spikes that are very clearly below you. Give me another roll to continue progress.
All right. 14.
You make it clear across, and as
Okay.
you test, I'm assuming you would test the
Yeah.
flooring before you
I mean-
step fully on it.
If it doesn't, yeah, I'm gonna kind of tap it, add a little bit of my weight at a time, and then once I've added more of my weight, I'll kind of slowly take a few steps towards where he was when he fell through.
Right. So where he fell through, you can see where Catherine landed, and where the floor dropped, and they slid into this pit. And
Okay.
you've made it to that point, and the hatch is not opened. So it is, as far as you know, safe to continue on.
Okay. Excuse me. I will. I'll look across and say, I think it's safe. I think we've got the thing disarmed. So if you want to come on across, go ahead. And then I'm going to move kind of further away from this little platform.
Yeah, like you can see where the edge of this platform is.
Yeah. I'm gonna
So
move away from it just in case that extra weight is enough.
Okay.
So yeah, you're free to jump over
jumping.
whenever.
It's like jumping was what caused it. Because didn't he jump over?
He did.
I mean, it might be also the lever action going on right now.
I mean, I pulled that little lever thing out, so that might have disabled it.
All right. I'll give it a jump. Hopefully I don't kill us all. What would that be? Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics to jump.
I got 12.
You clear it. You have landed clear across.
Beautiful. Nothing happens.
Nope.
All right.
No issue. The trap is locked.
So he's made it safely across. I breathe a small sigh of relief, and I'm gonna get my face down there, like right there near the trap door, and I'm gonna go. Hold on, Rigamore. We're gonna find you and get you out of there if you're not dead. And then I guess we'll head on.
All right. I know you gotta head out, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
where I'm gonna have to leave.
I think we're gonna pause here because I think if you think about this a little bit more, it might become a little bit more clear.
Okay.
And I think 2 weeks worth of thinking should be enough.
Let's hope.
All right,
Okay.
guys. What do you get? All right. So